Hi Virgo, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for June 2019. This month I'm using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Ascendant, and Virgo Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. At the end of this video, after I read the tarot cards, I'm going to pull a gemstone crystal for you from this bag of gems like I did last month to tell you what stone would be good for you to carry and work with during the month of June 2019. Now, just as the same for me when I look at tarot cards, the meanings of what the cards mean aren't always what my spirit guides are going to say about the cards. Sometimes they're quite different. In this case, I didn't do it this way last month, but I'm doing it this way this month. I'm going to read to you from a book just briefly to give you a real brief description about the stone, like its properties, its associations to what planet and zodiac sign and the angels. But then I'm going to psychically read this stone for you because I want to see why is the stone specifically good for you, the sign of Virgo, for June. So, all that being said, Virgo, now onto your June 2019 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have, Virgo, is the Eight of Swords. So this is being trapped in an emotional prison that you can't see how to get out of it. It could also be feeling trapped and bound to a situation, and there could be unknown factors. There could be unknowns here. Or again, you might not know how to get out of this trapped situation. Some of you may feel like a little stuck, like there's something you need or want to complete, but you can't complete it for some reason. You also may feel like upset and emotional because some of you may have some things that are like in disarray or out of place. It could be in your work environment. It could be in your home environment. It could even be in relationships. You may feel like something is not right. Something is out of place. You may feel like you don't trust some people. You may feel like something's not right, something's off center, something's out of kilter, and you may not trust it could be more than one person. It doesn't have to be just one person. For some of you Virgos, this might be some multiple people around you. And you may feel like emotionally overwrought, and some of you may feel like, I'm tired of trying to please everybody. And you may feel also like you want more recognition for what you're doing. And you also may be feeling a little trapped in some way emotionally because you may feel that there's some people that have an axe to grind with you. And they may not be telling you that. Like they may be unhappy with you or upset with you, and you can pick up that vibe off of them, but they're just not saying it to you. So this is like making you feel like entrapped in prison and imprisoned by what other people around you are doing or saying. And again, I do pick up, I feel like there's some people around you, you don't really trust them in some way, or you don't, I don't know what you think they're doing. I just get some of you don't trust some of the people around you. And you may feel like there's more money to be had or more money to be made, but that you always have to push the envelope. Maybe you're getting like, I don't know if you're getting tired of doing it, but I get this feeling with you like, okay, well, things are okay. You know, I'm making money. It's decent, or this is good. But there's so much more money to be made out there. And, you know, like an anxiety, like you want to get it. You want to work towards it. And you may feel this, it's almost, I don't feel like you're in financial trouble. But for some reason, I get this sense in you, Virgo, in June, that you may feel like a sense of anxiety and urgency about money. Another thing, you might be tired of listening to other people's opinions about you or your work or your business or what you're doing. Maybe you have friends or relatives or people around you that are like critical or like, oh, you shouldn't do it this way. Why are you doing it this way? You should do it that way. Or, why did you do that, Virgo? Why did you say that? Like, I get the feeling like you feel there's some people, if they're not saying it to you and being judgmental verbally, you feel like they're judging you silently. Either way. The second card you have in your reading, Virgo, is the Fool. So this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations, but you have to have your wits about you and pay attention, watch your step, look where you're going. Don't have on rose-colored glasses or you could fall off the cliff. So it's a good card. It's a new journey card, but you also have to pay attention in this situation of why this is coming up for you. Something in you with work is going to start accelerating really fast, and people are going to want your products, your services, whatever you're good at. You're going to find that if you work in a business especially where you have clients, customers, or people that want to, purchase your services, products or services, all of that, things are going to be accelerated. Things are going to speed up for you in that regard. And you may even be formulating some kind of new idea and plans of how you can display your products and services or whatever work you do differently. I feel like you're going to be putting together some new formats, new plans, new protocols, new methods, but especially if you're involved in any kind of advertising, marketing, promotions, and advertising, I feel like all that is going to be changing for you. You're going to be thinking about like, how can I upgrade this? How can I market this differently? How can I grab people's attention? And especially, Virgo, I feel like you want to stand up head and shoulders above the others. Like, if you're in a room and everybody's doing the same thing, how can you stand out? Like, that's what I feel like. It's going to be like, I want to advance what I'm doing. I want to accelerate what I'm creating or selling or whatever. And I want to stand head and shoulders above the rest and get recognized above others. Like, it's kind of like a competitive thing. But I just feel you're like, I have to be noticed. I have to get recognition but it's related to something you care about, your creations, your work, something like that. And I'm going to tell you what, some of you, if you're getting like real wigged out and you're like, I'm upset, or I'm overwrought, I don't know what to do, or you got a lot of nervous energy, because I do pick up some anxiety around you Virgos. Money anxiety in particular, but I don't feel like you need to be worrying about it. But you may have somebody that comes in here and kind of talks you off the ledge. Could be a friend, could be a sibling, could be a counselor of some sort, or somebody new that you're meeting through other circumstances that may, have some really super, super good advice for you. So I feel like you should be listening to advice from others in June 2019. Your next card is Seven of Pentacles, and this is being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gain and rewards from your hard work and efforts. Yeah, I feel like some of you may feel like I can't hold and sustain this up anymore, or things are going to come clattering down upon you. So that you may feel like you need to rethink your methods and your strategies and techniques, something seems like it's too much. Maybe you work too much. Maybe you take on too many projects or too many clients or have too many things percolating at once. And so you may be feeling like, I can't support this anymore energetically and mentally and emotionally. I need to reorganize and restructure so this crap doesn't come tumbling down on me and then I can't work at all. But you're going to come through this time, and it's kind of like my guides are talking about you bridging some kind of gap between comfort and solace. And I don't really know what they mean, because comfort and solace kind of sounds like it's the same thing. but comfort means to be comfortable. Solace is peace. So I don't really understand that message. I'm sorry, but maybe you can understand it. That's what they said right there about that. Yeah, it's going to be like you're undoing if you take on too much or try to, it's like the house of cards could fall if you spread yourself too thin, and what you've worked on so hard to build and create could collapse. So you need to think out new strategies, new methods, or maybe ways to do things more easily, streamline things, do less, spread things out over a greater period of time. I don't know, but only you will know how to do this, Virgo. Some of you may even start seeing someone either romantically speaking or working with them from another country. Because I get a great camaraderie, repartee. So for some of you, it is romance, because I pick up sex for some of you in regard to it too. But for some of you, it could be like work related or business related person. And one of the things with this is it could build up your self-esteem and your ego. And I see you doing a lot of things like with this grand flourish. Like, so, like you're going to put your stamp or your brand or your artiste ability on it, of things that you're doing. That's going to make things like really look elegant or flowing or stand out. I picked that up for you. And this could be something you create and do. It could be your business. It could be something that you just, maybe it's your own persona. You're going to have more flourish in your persona. But it's probably to do with anything you're creating or working on. Next you have is the 10 of Rods. And this is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. And those 10 rods of burden can be knowledge and experience you've gained that are going to help you as you move on to the new and better horizons. So you could be feeling overburdened in June a little bit, but this is not a negative card because you're moving on to these better times, better horizons. If you're a gambler, you're going to put all your money down on something and take a gamble. That could be at a casino or online gambling. But for some of you, I also feel it could be on like a new business or a project you want to do, or, whatever. Maybe you're going to build a website and you're going to put some money down to take a class or buy some supplies or things that you need to start a business that you want to do. That's possible here for some of you. Some of you are going to be finalizing some kind of deals in June. This could be deals that would lead to more wealth. So if you sign any contracts with anybody, it could be to link yourself with a partner, a business partner. It could even be marriage, but I don't really feel like it's marriage, but it could be some kind of partnership or some kind of contracts and negotiations that are going to really pay off for you in June. You may even have some family involved, and they may want to see you move to a new location, or maybe you're going to incorporate your family in some project you're working on or business that you're starting or that you're in. And, some of you Virgos are really going to be analyzing what's paying off for you and what isn't. And I see you letting go of some things. That's like, yeah, that's not making me any money, so I'm going to let go of that. And that's not paying off for me, so I'm going to let go of that. This could be stocks, bonds. They could be investments, and you're like, yeah, that's not making me any money. I'm selling that, and I'm going to put it over here and that. It could be even like clients or accounts. If you're like, yeah, that's too unstable of an account. They don't bring in enough money to me, or that client is takes up too much of my time, and I don't make enough money off of my dealing with them to make it worthwhile. So these are the kind of things you're going to think about letting go. Or if you make something, or there's something you do and you look at it and you're like, I've been making this or selling this or doing this service for a really long time, but it's just not the moneymaker I had hoped it would be. Now I'm putting my focus over here and this is better for me. Then you're going to let go of the thing that isn't really, like, wherever you feel like you're too stretched with your time, you're not getting enough value for whatever the effort you're putting out. And you're going to be looking in a different area or focusing on an area where you see the results and the payoff. So your last card here of your Psychic Tarot reading for June 2019, Virgo, is Page of Rods. So Page of Rods is a fire sign person. This is either an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be also a messenger bringing you in a message about business, enterprise, communication, could have to do with the birth of something. Sometimes it's a child because it is a page, but adults come up as pages all the time. So you just have to see who this is. This could also be you, Virgo, if you have a fire sign as your rising or moon sign. I feel like for some of you, this is a family member. They either need your time, your attention, or your money, or they need something back from you, maybe that they lent you. For some of you, it does feel like family. It could be a friend or, a love, but it's really feeling most strongly like family. They may need you to take them somewhere. They may need your help or your services in some manner. Also for some of you, you may have had a communication gap with this Page of Rods in the past, but I feel like something is changing with that. If you had any falling out with them in the past, or miscommunication, or things just got like distant with communication, I feel like you're going to get a whole bunch of communication and a floodgate of information or communication coming to you from the Page of Rods. I do feel for some of you, not all of you, this could be someone coming to you and asking you for support financially in some endeavor or something, or they need you to help them with something. If it's not money, it could be they want you to help them out in some other way. Also, too, I feel like this person looks good, they feel good, and I feel in the past, Virgo, you may have been kind of shut down, and maybe you didn't really want to hear what the Page of Rods had to say to you in the past. Maybe it annoyed you, or you were feeling like it ruffled your feathers, or, I don't know, you may have been disgruntled by what they were saying, but now it's like, something has changed, and you're ready to hear what they're saying or listening to them. It's not having the same reaction that you had with them before. They may even be giving you some advice like, hey, Virgo, you need to calm down. You're getting kind of nutty. Like, you're stressing yourself out. You're working too hard. You're spreading yourself too thin. Or, I don't know. For some of you, they're telling you because it's a court card, they're going to mean all different things, Virgo, right? It's a general reading, so this could be multiple people. So for some of you, they're saying to you, hey, I'm worried about you, Virgo. You're stressing yourself out. You're spreading yourself too thin. You need to take a break and slow it down. Or it's making you crazy. Like, some of you are going to hear this from the Page of Rods. I feel that you feel good about them, though. I'm not feeling like you don't like this Page of Rods. I feel like they could be, your child, your parent, a sibling, a very, very close friend, because I feel like you feel that they're good people. That's what I keep hearing. Good people, good people. You feel that way about them. And I keep getting like they either want help from you in some way, or they are trying to warn you about, like, slow down, don't do too much, that kind of thing. So Now I'm going to pull a gemstone crystal for you from this bag of gems and see what's the best crystal for you to work with in June. And when I say work with, I mean meditate with the stone on your chakras, third eye, throat, heart. It could also be to sleep with it under your pillow, carry it in your pocket, put it in your bra. You know, did I already say sleep with it under your pillow? I think I already said that. Look at it throughout the day in June. So please show me a crystal that would be the best crystal for Cancers to work with in June of 2019. Oh, you got Malachite. That's one of my favorite stones. There you go, Malachite. So I'm going to now read you the properties of the stone, and then I'll psychically read it for you. The properties of Malachite. The type of stone is copper carbonate, and it's opaque. The color, emerald green to grassy green with black or occasionally pale green stripes, bands, swirls, or marbling. It's associated with the zodiac sign of Scorpio, the planet Venus, the element of Earth, and the guardian angel of Ausiel, A-U-S-I-E-L. That's a new one for me, Ausiel. And it's connected to do with the heart chakra. It's a powerful crystal for protective magic, especially if traveling by air or on congested motorways, and for amplifying wishes in magic. It is useful for prosperity magic, especially concerning business matters, and as an amulet for all salespersons, especially at conferences. Follow your heart, but do not be swayed by sentiment or pressurized by those who appeal to your emotions. A time for tough love. So now I'm going to psychically read the stone, why this is good for you for the month of June 2019. It's going to open up your heart chakra. It's also going to be opening up your mind. It's also going to make you have this feeling of being deliverance from evil. So if you've had negative energies around you, or people you don't trust, or negative thoughts or feelings or emotions, this says it's going to have deliverance from evil. You know, and another thing that's interesting, they're telling me about this stone, if you work with this and carry it and deal with it, that it's going to make other people turn away from you that have agendas that wouldn't be good for you. It's actually going to repel people that are bringing in, unwanted energy your way. It's also a peacemaker stone for you, and kind of like a pacifier of energies. So if you have it on your person, it's going to pacify negative energies coming at you from other people or any contention. You'll have peace here. There'll be peace for you. If you have any shifts or changes in your diet, it's going to boost up your energy and your immune system, and also help you if you are making changes in your diet. It's going to help you with doing that diet or sticking to, a desired method of eating, if you don't want to call it a diet. It's also going to give you a release from fears, anxiety, and pressures. Wow, I have to say, this stone was going to be very, very beneficial to Virgo. That was a lot. So I hope you buy a gemstone of Malachite for June. And one thing a client sent me, I thought it was really very nice. She sent me a picture of herself and told me she was an Aries, and she got a gemstone beaded bracelet of chrysocolla. I believe she was an Aries, if I remember right. And so that's a really good idea, because those gemstone bracelets, that energy's right on you all the time. So that's really wise, a wise thing to get. So as always, thanks for watching, and please share and subscribe and like my videos. And you know what? If you do subscribe, please hit that notification bell when you do so, because that way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. Now it's that time of year again, Virgo, mid-year. So that means mid-year psychic tarot update for each sign of the zodiac. And I've recorded those videos and they're available for download and purchase on my Vimeo on demand channel. And you can click on the link below and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. And I also have several other video series listed below you might be interested in that are new and recently recorded. I did a Saturn and Pluto retrograde psychic tarot and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. And I pulled 4 cards from the Taramuka tarot deck and 1 card from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses oracle cards. And this is going to cover a time period from June of 2019 till the end of December 2019. So if you want to see what the rest of this year is going to look like for you, I pulled 5 cards like I do here on the YouTube monthly readings. And so they're really popular. People seem to really enjoy getting that mid-year psychic tarot update. So if you're interested in those, that link is below. Also, I recorded by request. I had several people write me on comments on Facebook, on comments under the videos, and email me asking me to please do another career and finance readings. So I did career and finance, psychic tarot, and crystal readings using the Aquarian tarot deck, and that link is also below this video, as well as the past, present, and future psychic tarot readings using the powerful Osha Zen tarot deck. That link is also below this video. And the Jupiter in retrograde psychic tarot and crystal readings where I used the Jane Lyle Renaissance tarot deck. These are really geared to help you get through what all these planetary energies are going on and how it would affect your sign and your rising sign as well. You might want to check out your rising sign on some of those as well. And if you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from me and my spirit guides, please be sure to follow me on both of my businesses' Facebook pages, The Lucky Mermaid LLC and The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and my Instagram page, The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel. There I'm going to post more cards. I pull cards. I do psychic predictions from my guides. I use the crystal and give psychic predictions, kind of like daily predictions. I can't do them every day, but I do them very frequently throughout the week. And also on Instagrams, occasionally I do videos where I pull a card and I explain it on the video why that one showed up for the day. So please be sure to check me out on social media. So I wish you an absolutely joyous month of June, Virgo, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.